So over between the two videos, I started to texture this how I wanted. And I think that it's coming pretty good. Now what I am doing for this is I'm not following the reference exactly. What I'm actually making is a kind of a tribute to Slurm. So I'm using this from Futurama, the cartoon, and I'm making a Slurm vending machine. So that explains why I have these kind of vibrant colors going on. By this video, we're going to discuss how to make a glowing effect, with the emissive layer. And so I'm going to show you how to make, for example, this here glow. Now, just like the glass, when we worked with opacity, we had to turn that channel on. So now if you go to channels under your texture settings, add a channel, and you're going to find something called emissive. So now what I've done is I add this new channel, so anytime that I were to, let's see if I were to just make a new fill layer, you'll now see there's an emissive option here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off all these other options and leave emissive on. So I'm going to make emissive a bright white, or really you can make it any color you want. If you want it to be kind of this glowing, this green color, or something like that. But in this case, I want to just kind of shine like so. It would be a little more yellow. I kind of want to be a warm light. Okay. And then I'm just going to call this emissive. And I'm just going to add a mask. And I'm going to select what parts of this I want to glow. So I just want this one part to glow for now. I will want this light inside here to glow. So I'll select that in a little bit. For now, we'll discuss this one area here. Okay, so now let's say if I were to go through and I'm just gonna look at this. I'll go and render it. So if I click this eye you'll see now if you go into the render it out, you'll see how it looks. It just might take a moment. Okay, so you'll see that it'd be easier to tell if I turn the environment down a little bit. So let's make this environment something really dark. Okay, and let's make this even darker, the environment itself. And so you'll see this is kind of glowing. You can even see a little bit of the shine right there from this emissive. Now something, let's say if that's not quite a bright enough emissive for you, if you go to shader settings, you will find there is a emissive intensity. So by default it's at 1. So if I bring it all down to 0, it would do nothing at all. It would not show up. It would just show up as a color. So I basically turned it off. So now if I were to crank it all up to say 5, it's going to be very, very bright. So this is how you can adjust how intense your light is. I'm just going to put it down to something a little lower, maybe something like I think maybe 2 should be just fine. Okay. And I'm going to now exit my render view. Okay. So something else you can do. Now we have our light shining there. Let's say if you wanted now you can add this just using the mask. You can add other portions. So let's say if you want this to kind of shine down. Let's see which are emissive intensity. Let's just bring us up to 5 so we can kind of that reflection pushing down. Okay. So now, in the previewer, you don't really see this glow that I'm hoping for as far as going down. So now if you were to go to your render view again, you'll now start to see that right here how you can see it kind of shining down because it is visible in the render view. Like so, you'll see that there. You'll also see that up here. It glows a little brighter. So the emissive maps, can be really great. It has some really strong, uses as far as adding some light actually to your texture, opposed to having to bring lights in. What I'm going to probably do for this model in particular is, again, I kind of want this sci-fi Futurama slurm look. So I might actually make I'm going to make the bottle itself kind of have this nice bright glow with this almost like fluorescent, radiation of a drink. So I will make I'll make a different emissive map, and I'll make that emissive map with a perhaps a vibrant green color. So then you get this, more of a green glow, like so. Something like that, perhaps. So in the meantime, I'm going to work on my emissive, everything that I want to have that kind of glow, and then in the next video, I will show you how I create in my alphas. So with the alphas, I'm going to use my design software, so whether it be Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. I'm going to create some logos and alphas to then paint onto the model itself. So yeah, and then I'll show you how we actually paint the models using that as a mask or as a stencil.